dragonscalesvr here with the promotion game to Platinum, playing into a Malzahar mid. One of the things that I noted playing Malzahar, I went into a Swain game and I noticed he would a lot of times cue me to break the shield and then go for a grab. So he would just be spamming Qs all the time. He'd try to hit the shield with the Q. Once he hit it, then he'd throw a grab and use his combo from there. And so I brought some of that into this game, and I thought, well, how can I get some good exchanges with that? Make sure that his shield is down and I'm landing my combo, staying well in lane. Traditionally playing into Malzahar, I would save Q a lot of times for when he starts spamming his minions, and then I would use Q to farm it. But I've also noted that some of the Malzahars will then hold their minions and wait for it. Like level 1, obviously, you don't have that combo, so you don't gotta worry about it. So a lot of the exchange was just letting summon aery and scorch do the work, spamming Q, taking the shield down, and really just ignoring the rest of the gameplay. Like, I'm just poking him to poke him. I'm not focusing on it. I'm trying to focus on farming, Qing his minions if I need to. And with Swain, it's a quick and easy way to clear up his minions, is just Q them as close as possible. Otherwise, you try not to focus too much on like basic attacking the minions or sitting there farming minions for too long, because they're only 2 golds. So they're more of a distraction than anything. But if you are hit with the E, then you do have to worry about that. So early laning phase, I got a pretty good lead on him. He just keeps going up, so I was like, I'm just going to flash Q him. And then the summon aery went to him and that killed him. So we got first kill on him. I'm going to say first blood, but somebody already got a kill, I think, up top or down bot or something. So we go back into laning. Again, the main thing I'm looking for is break the shield. I ended up using my E to break the shield, but then I just kind of chased him down to harass him. It wasn't the smartest use of resources right there. But sometimes when I'm laning, I'm just like, I'm having fun with it. I'm just doing whatever. Not really paying full attention to what's going on. Going for a couple more Qs. I'm just hitting them, using the scorch damage as much as possible. Their jungler, unfortunately, went top like 64 times. I don't know why. He just like refused to come mid. So that also gave us a huge advantage. But you can see in certain parts where I'll back off, assuming the jungler should be heading to me. Like even right here, I'm like getting ready for the jungler to be in this area. I'm out of mana, so I was like, I'm just gonna back. And he comes up to harass me, I think. Oh, not there. Later on, I think he tries to harass. And we didn't really go for too much objective early on. Just paid attention to laning. Wanted to get as much of a lane lead as possible. That was a sweet combo right there. And then he actually ults me right under turret in like a perfect spot. I think he hit me with an ignite too. He did. He had an ignite. But that wasn't enough, and I just heal off of him, and that covers the ignite damage. We're at 109 health, walking away. Beautiful. And back to lane. Main things we're looking at. What objectives are on the map. See, there's a little bit topside. Our jungler has been in their jungle just farming. And then top lane pings me about 5 times. I'm like, alright, we got it. Jungler made a jump for it too. He didn't even get there in time because I queued it. And then he wants to fight Echo, it looks like, but we didn't rotate to that. And then here's where I rotated, a little bit late. And I've noticed that in lower elos, a little bit late is the perfect time to rotate. Because everybody's already hard focused on killing the guy with lower health, and they don't see you coming. When you jump in, they're just like, oh, we can't fight him. We just get a little bit of extra damage in there. Land the combo. Looks like Renata came up here to hold my wave, which was amazing. I was very surprised at that. I was like, oh wow, support came all the way up just to hold my wave for a second. Very nice. I don't know that that gave me too much of an advantage, but in the end, it was a piece of what brought me to 13-0. So that's good. 16-0 or whatever I ended up at. Big thing is the score isn't really important, it's what you're doing with that score. So even remembering the score isn't that important. Here was a weird rotate, but we saw Nami, and I just all-ined her, because I was like, she's low, I'm fed, not much they can do. And at the least, it'll help my team sustain a little bit while the enemy team is running away. So here I know that we got a massive lead on this guy, and I just keep going for Qs, left and right. Every time I get up there, just Q him again, Q him again. He's close enough, throw a grab. If I hit it, throw my W. And there we got him under turret. We're basically turret diving ourselves. Like, we don't even need anybody. Great. So then we slam the wave. Their jungler refuses to come mid because they're all arguing with each other and they're very upset about the game. We have the dragon secured. Their jungler gives up and goes top. So here I'm just trying to keep as much pressure on the waves. Trying to make it so he can't farm at all if possible. Get him under the turret. And here I backed off for a bit because I was like, I should be getting ganked. Like, Echo's going to be here one of these days. But mid lane was so weak that I was also like, it's going to be a 1v1 because mid lane's not able to keep up with me here. Just a quick look at the items. He doesn't have his first item built, and I'm working on my second. And my second item is actually defensive against both the mid laner and the jungler if he came in. So we're in a pretty good spot. We win damage boots because that's all that really matters at this point. Just keep pushing the lead. And there we scared the flash out of him. It's fantastic. And I still flashed to poke him again, which was even more ridiculous. Taking turret shots, I'm playing sloppy as can be. And this is when our top DC'd, which was kind of just random. It happens. A little bit further in, we just push the lead, we stay decently high health. I back again, I think, maybe in a bit. Yeah, we get the rest of Spirit Visage. Now we're in a really good spot. And you can see this full combo that he puts on us does almost nothing. I mean, it's half health with his entire damage burst. And I'm able to run him down. So he's nearly dead. I'm at least utility. So I just come up here and I Q this guy. And he was like, why'd you do that? And I was like, oh, my bad. I told him, I was like, I'm in kill mode right now. I'm not trying to... Yes, I just wanted to get some assist there and I didn't hit him. So I was like, Q to finish. Especially in lower elos, like, somebody getting the kill is good, as long as you know how to play. Here we just keep pushing. I don't have a lot of HP, but I still have enough to probably take him down. Like, my half HP is almost as good as his full HP. Not if you get Ard, obviously, but... And the MF has got movement speed boots. I ping those, she runs away, she gets away. And then she dances around for like, I don't know, 20 seconds, just looking weird. She just keeps like dancing. She's not getting much CS, but keeps coming back just to like show herself that she's in the lane. Gets a couple CS. And then we realized that the dragon's been up for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, why are we not taking this? I go in for Echo, and then Echo just like walks away. I also realized that there's nobody else here. So I'm just going to back off, play safe, try to zone them a little bit. Then I'm like, well, I might as well go back to lane. We're not taking dragons, so I'm not going to waste my time. And then Echo goes for Drake by himself. My team closes in, gets some pressure there. I was about to back, and then I realized how low they were. That was just kind of funny. Here, he flashes over the wall. Good flash. And we still didn't take the Drake. It's just sitting there the whole time. Really confused about that. So I just flash him all in, grab him, hit him again. This was a bit of a tricky dive because I knew there was an outnumbered amount of people. And then I hourglass. My team is running in. I heal up a little bit. They run away from me. Gives me a chance to throw a grab, hit him once, pull him. I'm pulling back a lot of health. MF ult, nearly dead, and I managed to walk to the top here. Do her, watch the health return. Damn, 220. Next one, she gets chopped, another 220 health comes back. I get to pop that, and then I throw a grab behind the two of these guys. Landed on him as he jumps, and I throw a W just as they're walking out. Kill on him as well. I'm actually back to just about full health. Another 226 comes in. And this play was masterful in my mind. If I hit him, knock him up, so we get free ult, I was like, hopefully they get it. And I sneak through here, get this turret, ride it out, go to the next turret. We just take out all these minions. Ride the next wave up, nobody's here yet. Pretty good. And then I saw an opportunity. I said, why don't we just all in him? I Q him first to break the shield, then I ult in case he ults, which he does shortly after, and then I just run him down. Super easy. And then I'm kind of just throwing stuff to keep him dodging. Didn't really do a whole lot. Go to the objective. Take that for free. And at this point, we have a pretty good lead. We're hanging out. We're just helping our team out. A little bit of pushing top side. I think Urgot comes up here. We sneak a bush gank on Nami, trying to ward. This was kind of fun, too. A little bit of back and forth on Urgot. With Urgot, you just don't want to engage him, really. Throw some pokes. He's like a Darius. Like, throw some pokes, but don't all in him. Because if he's at full health and you don't have any way out, you can't leave. You have to know that you can take the fight. But here I throw a grab. I notice he goes in the bush, which I thought was odd, because that gave me full range to walk in. And I see an opportunity here as well. Throw a grab on Nami, pull her in, burst, and then I walk it right into the turret in hourglass. Turret takes shots on the other guy, we're good to go. Super clean. And then we go on to win the game. We take Baron and push. Done. Pretty sweet, but that's a game against Malzahar. End score, I think we ended up 13-0 and 16. And just played pretty safe. Followed what the team was doing, and don't make any plays by yourself if there's anybody there to contest it. You know, obviously, you try to rotate and play around the team. Main thing in these lower elos, you can't do a whole lot of stuff unless your team is ready for it. Because it's likely that someone on the enemy team is going to be in comms, and all of a sudden you have a 1v2 anywhere you go, so be mindful of that. About it though. Thanks for watching.